Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really quick testing Beauty Pie products, and I'm going to get up close and personal, so I don't want to kind of intro for too long, but I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I don't actually know if I've ever filmed this close, but I just thought with the natural light from the window and being up close and personal, you could probably see my like natural skin a little bit better, especially on this cheek. It's very like textured. They're not like proper spots. I don't know what it is, and I'm still struggling to get rid of it. And then I've got some proper blemishes around my chin, but I just thought this would be a good way to try out the products. So first up, we have got the Sheer Tinted Oil-Free SPF. This is in the shade Fair. I have already tried this in the shade Light, and I do actually really like it. So I'm going to apply it with a beauty blender. I've done something I don't do very often, and I've actually washed my brushes today, so I'm very limited on my brush choice. But I am very rarely wearing makeup at the moment, and I just thought that rather than repurchase my IT Cosmetics CC cream, I would try this in a lighter shade because I have been enjoying it in the light shade. I will say I think they've got 5 or 6 shades, so not great. They could probably do with tripling as a minimum the amount of shades that they've got, because I'm very, you know, fair, and I can usually find something that works, and I can imagine if you've got a much deeper skin tone, you're very, very limited on the kind of shade choices that you have got. So it's quite luminous, which I really like. I'm not going to bother setting it or anything today. I'm literally going to be filming one other video, and then I'm going to be doing the food shopping, so not much else. Oh, I didn't even know I'd got that big spot there. Fabulous. I'd say even the light is still, sorry, the Fair is still a little bit dark. Like, it's not so horrific because it's sheer, you know, you can kind of work with it a little bit, but for the £6 it is, I'll use it. But I guess when you really fall in love with something, like I have the IT Cosmetics, it's very difficult to just up and leave. I probably, if I was going somewhere, I'd probably put a little bit of concealer on my cheek, because it's just not, you know, it's taking the redness off, but because it is that hydrating kind of light formula, you can definitely still see a lot of the texture. I'm just looking out the window, and there is a very large black cloud incoming, so I'm hoping I can get this done and dusted before that happens. But there we go, that's all I'm going to go with, I think. And then I really wanted to try this Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand. I am going to do some cutaways, so I'll show you that. But what I didn't realise is it's got like a twisty knobble, which I think is quite handy. So I'm literally just going to pop this. It's very, very sheeny. I'll just blend with my hands, I think. Not great on that texture, but much more kind of luminizing than I had anticipated. I bet you could use this quite nicely under like a more heavy coverage foundation for that like underneath lit within kind of affair. I don't hate that. I can only see it in this like little tiny mirror, but I quite like that. And then I have cheated very slightly in that my mascara completely dried out last week, so I have been using the Beauty Pie False Lash False Lash Mascara. It's not good, guys. Like, looks nice, but it transfers horrifically. And it's not even like as soon as you blink down it transfers. It's transferring for me like 1 or 2 hours after it's been applied. It's quite thin, so it's very, very lengthening, but there is no volume, and I find it's very difficult to build up. It becomes very spidery very quickly, and not in like a nice way. I really find I have to work the lashes so much. Like they kind of look, when you very first have a lash lift, and they're kind of very slightly clumped but very, very long and lifted until the crunchiness breaks down. But look, I've got it on my eyelid. How have I managed that? And I will put a bit on my bottom lashes, but it just transfers so badly. I can remember quite liking a Beauty Pie mascara many moons ago, and I thought it was this one, but it's definitely not. I don't know if it's one that really needs to dry out before I can continue using it, but like this eyelash is completely, I feel like it's a mascara that needs so much work. Oh, nearly dropped that. And I just don't really like that. Like it just, I'm not rating it. I'm not very impressed, but I've really got high hopes for this palette. So I'm going to put, I did get a cream blush from Beauty Pie. Who knows where it's gone. I bought these items maybe like 3 or so weeks ago, and today's the first day that I've actually felt up for filming anything. So I'm going to put this kind of it's called Good Light powder all over, and then just a little pop of blush. So also, because I wash my brushes, I haven't got all my favourites, but I have got one of the Hourglass palettes, just the usual like powder ones, not the bronzy blush ones. I really wanted to treat myself to one this year, but they are just extortionate. I feel like this isn't really making that much difference. I don't know how it looks in the camera. On my forehead, if anything, I'd say it made my forehead just look quite flat, which when you've got spots like mine is not necessarily a bad thing. And then I'm going to go for the blush shade in the middle. That is very, very soft. Not horrific, but also just not like, I know Revolution used to do a dupe of the Hourglass palettes literally years and years and years ago, and I feel like I was more impressed with that than I am with this. And then last but not least, I've got the Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil in the shade Cheerio. This is a bit wild, but I did swatch it in my haul video and it was okay. Yeah, that's nice. I have got the other one, it's called like Peach Nectar. I think it's quite a nice one, especially if you're going to be wearing a mask, because it's not sticky. This one's got like a very fake cherry scent, but it's quite light, whereas the Nude Nectar one I've got, it's got like a horrific floral scent. I kissed Chris when I was wearing it once and he was like, oh, is that off? Like, it's disgusting. But I really like that. Just like quite a nice light coverage type affair. So quick fire on these products. I have tried others in the past, but just these ones. This one I think is a great summer option, but if you need coverage, this is not the one for you. This, I would probably say skip it and go for another kind of high street alternative or save for the Hourglass ones. I really like these, and I will probably pick them up in a couple of other shades when I've used up a few more of my products. Mascara is Duff, don't bother. And then the illuminating wand thing, I do think this is actually quite nice. It's not what I anticipated. It's a little bit more kind of sheeny, and I think I'll get a lot of use out of that. I have seen that they've brought out a bronze one as well, so I think I'll pick that up in my next order. But it's just a super quick one from me today, and I hope that's okay with you. But that's me kind of done and dusted. I really like this for a very easy, natural, kind of minimal products makeup. I definitely would not bother with the mascara. I can already feel it like spidering, and it's been like 5 minutes. But I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you're keeping well and safe. With us being in this secondary lockdown, I know everyone's going to be feeling really down in the dumps, so my DMs or Instagram or whatever are always open if you want to chat. But take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.